Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Army and today we're back playing more Standards Order 7 with our synthetic stables. Yeah, I think I'm getting the idea now of why I called it this. I had the idea kind of how I wanted to set up this save. It was kind of a weird one really, but it was like just like a factory produced kind of fake-ish kind of idea to it, so aesthetic comes in, alliteration comes in with stable. Well, yeah, we just kind of brought in horses seeded from a couple of other games that I'd run previously, as we tend to do. But yeah, we kind of like artificially inflate the money. Easy for you to say. Artificially inflate the money and take a lot of the challenge out the game, and make this thing that looks good but possibly isn't, and that's why it's not authentic. That's the idea behind this so far. Long-winded way of saying welcome back everybody. How are you all doing? Hope you are all well. Leave a comment down below what you think. And yeah, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't, and let me know what you think of my decisions, because today I'm running the 6 furlong Keeneland Phoenix at Curragh in Ireland. And I'm going with Dumney. Here. I think Dumney can get this. I think both could get this. I've got two unbeaten, real quality, high speed, high acceleration, high potential, high extra speed horses. I'm looking at the cruising burst differential. I mean, maybe you'd think Common Folk would be better for this, but I'm actually putting Common Folk, as you can see, into the Sanford as a grade 2. I truly though believe if I ran both these horses, I get 1-2. Possibility at 6 if I ran Symbiote. I think I might have a shot at the top 3. I really like these horses. I don't think anyone can touch them, and I'm hoping Dumney proves me right today. As for Aslander, we've already got that grade 3 over a mile, so it's pretty good. I think that's going to be kind of important going forward. So we'll see how that works out. But I'm hoping that get another miler and at least a 1 mile 1, 1 mile 2 from the other. If I can get 6 furlong 7, a mile 1 out of these 4, I think I'll be happy. And I'd like to breed some distance in them, of course. The Triple Crown races, Arc de Triomphe is like 1-4. Some of the big Australian races around 1-6, and the UK Irish races around that level as well. Not sure if anything really goes to 2 miles that I really want to race. I'm not sure about that, but if we look at like between 1 mile 6 and 2, I guess. See what comes up. See, not much there. San Juan Capistrano, a handicap. We're not really built for that. Goodwood. I mean, Goodwood Cup, Glorious Goodwood. That could be quite a nice little race meet to go to. Ledger, as I say, 1-6 there. The Irish as well. 1-7 and a bit. The Pre-Royal Oak, France, another decent race. But that's about it. So, yeah, I mean, that's close to 2 right there. A couple of 1-6. I doubt we're going to get up to that level in the next 2 to 3 generations. But we should be good right now in the shorter races, mile and below. We've kind of got covered across the board. I think Common Folk can step up a little bit. We know anyway Dumney can. So if we look at it, the 5 furlong Symbiote, 6 furlong Common Folk, 7 furlong Dumney, and a mile being Aslander, I think we're in a really good position, like I say. So yeah, we got 3 races booked today. This is definitely Symbiote's last race. Now, there's nothing here that says we can't run more, but for me, this is their last race. And as I said, I'd like to get a grade 1 on Common Folk. I definitely think they have the quality. We'll see what Aslander comes up with, but yeah. I mean, we just look at the group races here. Just not much. But I think there might be a grade 1 over a mile later in the season. I can't remember. That might be Aslander's last race. So I'm thinking somewhere around 4 to 5 races for everyone is good. Symbiote with the running green gets. I'm a little nervous here because we've kind of backed Omni, and I believe in that decision, but at the same time, you never really do know. We are overwhelmingly favourites, top rated, on weight, perfect season. Only runner to be on this distance and ground. Nobody's ever run the course. There's a bunch of unraced Irish horses. Tourist and Nandy's Cavern. Looks like Nandy's Cavern, sweating badly, looks out of it. Unfit, needs the race, carrying condition, unfit. I mean, the Irish horses possibly aren't going to be any good here. It might be a match race between ourselves and Tourists, which is, you know, that's okay. That's okay by me. Because when we've won, and a won in style. And I don't know if Tourists can match. They're decent runners too. They are decent runners too. Nandy's, if it wasn't warmed up, would be another good addition. Aslander just about got up in that race. And Common Folk, and of course Nandy's absolutely blitzed. Oh, yeah, you got to fancy us, right? You got to fancy us across the board, front and start. What a way to start this video. Heading abroad for a grade 1 race on a 2-year-old heading to Curragh in Ireland. This is what it's all about. The 6 furlong Keenan Felix, that grade 1, class 1, on turf for 2-year-olds in a poor field. We got the inside draw. We're a little late out the gate. Not as late as Tourist, I believe, had a pretty poor start, but then goes right to the front with the Nandy's Cavern, the other American horse. We are at the back with some Irish horses. You can see Tim the Chair across the boss, Pegasus Prince. Oh my god, catapulting right through as Margaret Dream pulls up with an injury. Inside 2, going clear, running free. And Jungle Bay, what a race by them. They look like they're running quite well for an unfit horse. Perhaps they would have challenged us. As the field fades, Dumney lengthens. We're gonna get a good win here. Big, bad performance. Hands in the air. That's what we're on about. Dumney takes it from Jungle Bay. And Tourist into 3rd. Absolute annihilation. 9.5 legs. Are you kidding me? Oh my. Oh my. What a run. What a run. Dumney. 112 rated. I think that's a little stingy, to be fair, winning a grade 1 by 9 lengths and only going up 5 rating points. Yeah. Considering the last sort of half furlong was stood up in the saddle hand and we didn't seem to even hit top gear throughout a lot of that race. I think the move up the field was beautiful. That was probably the most effort the horse put in. Sat at the back, stay clear of trouble. Brilliant burst through the field, but as soon as we hit the front, it felt like we had more to give and we just dialed back. So, yeah, the speed rating doesn't quite rise as much as I wanted, but, oh, it's a big win. It's a big win. I haven't even got my Google Doc up, so bear with me a second. We are going up at wonderful. Wonderful. Dumney. 112. Grade 1. Perfect. 4 out of 4. Great rating. Grade 1. Dumney's done. We don't need to do anything else. There's nothing to prove on that horse. Unless it gains distance towards the end and we want to make sure, like if it's between a mile and a mile 1 or 7 furlongs a mile, we can test and just if we hit the right ways. But yeah, 7 3/4 in a maiden, 5 3/4 in a 7 furlong out of distance. Back down to our running at 6 furlongs where we like to be, 8 3/4 in that grade 3, and then 9.5 in Ireland. 1. I love this horse. I love this horse. If it had distance, like Kentucky Derby, here we come, I'd love to run in a race like that. I doubt we ever get the stamina to get there, which is a shame, but we should be able to hit 7 furlong to a mile. We've kind of proven that quality and that adaptability, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. The other one I think that could have easily won that, considering how poor it wasn't poor, but unfit the domestic field, and the two that were brought with us. One was good, but is beatable, and one was probably a little better, still very beatable, and ran agitated, so could never get up there. Nandy's was never going to be a factor. Common Folk could have easily done something in that race. We get a chance now in the Stamford. Little lazy, okay. Okay, we're going to see. Clear Sailing is fancied. Not entirely sure why, but we're going to find out, I guess. Clear Sailing, Common Folk. Not so much a match race here. I think others will be involved, but yeah, after that brilliant start, now we move to the outside, and it's a good start from Common Folk. See who goes to the front early. It is going to be Common Folk with Storming Home. Clear Sailing is the blue with the red cap coming up there on the inside in place. A little bit slow at the front. Okay. Can we go? Can we, like, go? No? Okay, this is much more of a race. Looks like Manumanik is fading slightly, but still holds on to 7 from Red 70. It's a solid race. It just wasn't as dominant as I expected. I mean, that being said, it's what, a 3-length? Yeah, 3-length win. From the front, dominated, did its job, 107 with a grade 2. So there's nothing to complain about. It just didn't feel as special as Domini's race. So, okay. A little bit of a letdown there, I feel, but a grade 2 nonetheless. 4 out of 4 for them. A grade 1 would be perfect to test. Still on that same distance. Our stamina hasn't changed in any horse. We will see what kind of happens next. So we're at the end of July. So it's only the end of August. I really want to jump back in. So 28th and the 3rd are going to be the next sort of big sale. Did I just skip over? No. Never mind. I almost confused myself there. I really... Friday. Absolutely. Think really auctions. Let's save before we run Symbiote. They will be sort of, I think, a good horse in this race. We're holding our distance. Domini and Common Folk hold theirs. Aslander hasn't grown. That's going to make booking the next few okay as well. Not too much work to do on that front, you know? Okay, back after a little on the phone. Why do people always interrupt me when I'm recording? Please let me know, because I might get, 3 phone calls a week. Tends to be when I'm either streaming or recording. Interesting. Okay, Symbiote today, as we said, A horse that we like, that we think is good enough to win. Yeah. Seems to be a 5 furlong horse. So we're going to head back to York for the Fulmore Nunthorpe Grade 1. Pretty bad start to our career, but then things went well. Well, overwhelmingly, the lightest horse in the field. We're running at 9. Got a 10 pound advantage on most horses. Up against Chris Crin, that looks like a really good horse. That's like, you know, that's 19 pounds heavier. Yeah, I think we're in the mix. We might not be the best horse, but we could be good. And not a bad field. Everyone looking okay. This one I'm not super confident on. I'm not sure how good our horse is quality-wise. And that extra weight over such a short distance, I'm not sure exactly how much it's gonna sort of change things. But I think we can push pretty hard and we can try and like go a little earlier and get a good finish in. Be able to accelerate a bit easier without that extra weight some of the other horses maybe carrying, but it's a really poor start on the outside for us. And yeah, Chris Crin there. I'm gonna tell him go early as hell and try and get into the mix. Final furlong, Chris Crin is up there. The field goes, we're gonna falter. That's about that. So not a good race for us at all. Not even gonna bother to, and that is disappointing. Yeah, 2.2. Like, with a better start, I think we're within a length, and if we're within a length, then maybe we're in the mix towards the middle of. I don't know if we win, but yeah, it's very disappointing when you're getting into those kind of those races where you have a big weight advantage, disadvantage. It's really weak. Okay, Symbiote's gonna go breed for the end of the. Is it Malaton? It's got to be Malaton here, really, surely. Malaton or, I mean, high potential for Malaton, high confidence. Not bad cruising. The extra speed is great. Enthusiasm. Low enthusiasm isn't bad though. Silbon Lad's just good everywhere. Malaton. I think Malaton. Go Symbiote and Malaton. That'll do me. That'll do me right now. Yeah, they're racing. So we've got 4 races and everybody else. Aslander didn't win the initial grade 3, but came close. Apart from that, we're perfect at the moment in the stables. And like I say, I really, really like it. But the 2 maidens running green didn't hurt too badly, but it doesn't look great. And then that 7th place. We're going to find something else. I'm going to go around to Friday. See the auction. And then go look for more races. So let's break this down. So yeah, 28th. 28th would be yeah, so Aslander 7 or a mile where we're gonna. The Elmar debutante would be really nice. Plus we got the Metro. Or if we think we're actually a miler, some more grade 3. So I guess we're running 7s. If we're running 7s, why not go for the debutante, right? I mean, it's going to be a tough race. Let's not think any differently. It's going to be a different race than we've run. We started with a win at 6. We didn't quite get there at 5, but we did the next race. Let me move to a mile. Let's see if we can get the 7. It's a grade 1 race. Aslander should be good enough should be good enough. A little bit of distance adaptability should come in play. Might be the final race. Maybe we get one more. Maybe we hit the matron after that. Yeah, well, while we're in this range, let us try. Looks like Common Folk right now is still a short horse. What else there is. Go for the futurity here. We wait. I think we wait with Common Folk till we get a grid, right? We wait. We 100% wait. Like, I think all the other short race horses are gone. Or horse races are gone. Like Dumney doesn't need to prove anything. Common Folk, we'd like a grade 1 because we think we can win a grade 1. Would have probably won in Ireland as well, but that went to Dumney, and rightly so with the result. Yeah, I think that we'll give Aslander their shot. We'll see what happens here. We can always put Common Folk at 7. To be fair, if Aslander does well enough, should be another 7 or a mile coming up Common Folk after that. There should be. It might not be. Should be, right? So, okay, let's go around to the 26th for the Friday auction. Absolutely nothing. And I believe it was 8th for the yearling auction. We're willing to take every single. Get going. I'm also debating. I was thinking of like names for yearlings, and trying to keep them in line with this synthetic kind of stable. But while the process is synthetic and very much mechanized, very much artificial, non-standard production line kind of feeling, the horses are very much genuine. That's the idea. That's the duality of our stables. So I was going to play into the synthetic, cyberpunk, artificial kind of ways of coming up with some names that reflect that sort of robotic name suit. Instead, I've been listening to music, and I'm probably going to be renaming our yearlings after musical troops, bands, musicians, songs, albums that are just in my head at any time. So spot the references if you can, chuck them down when we name people. Which I'll start after this auction. Actually, I'll go and rename our horses. We've got Sliger, Lord, Goddess, Liege, and then King of the Angels or something like that. I don't love those. I really don't. So yeah, I'm definitely up for renaming them. Definitely up for renaming them. Let's see if we can spot the first references of what we're going to be calling some of our horses. No Googling, just do you know it, do you not? And I think in the next video I will I'll probably reveal where they come from. And then if so I recommend you go niche thing. Very much I think everybody should know, etc, etc. We'll do a little bit of that. There's a lot of good music out. Sadly, a lot of people seem to miss a lot of it. And I did the first time around. So, it goes to show really that gotta keep an open mind with things, otherwise just doesn't. I don't know why I want to run. Okay, I do. What do we got? Yeah, we got a few names running through head. Oh, there's another song right there. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go down that route, I guess. Whatever comes to mind, and I'll do something with that. Probably looking at a 3 with Stag's Leap, and then 120. Another song that comes. Okay. There's another song that comes. Oh my god. My brain today is in full association. We just keep I keep saying things and then my brain's like, oh, but that's this song lyric, this song title, this band. Yeah, whatever comes to mind when I'm naming the horse is what I'm. Lupius is final horse. From that brand because I like to do it. Mountain Hike is actually pretty good there. Look at that. I think we've already got it on the list. But Great Filly is not a Great Filly. So, at Gulch. I mean, if I see a horse like this, I'm like, okay, if the Sir's got full finish and like 70 plus potential with these kind of bars here, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it. Yeah, Sam doesn't. Red Gulch. Again, Sire with similar stats but a touch higher potential and full consistency would be nice. My appeal has been denied. So there is fight. Oh, and like just missing some potential. Mino Vito has that, but we seem to have picked up and I find that happens a lot where players and dams sometimes are responsible for different things. Like these bars, in general, the secondary stats, I find they come quite often from the mares. And then the stallions usually are more about the potential. There are some differences. We know seawalls are terrible, so don't need to look any further. In general, I find with the best horses, that's usually where it comes from. I mean, so close to meeting the extra speed. Looking at that though, we've already found Tendency. We found it in auction we did, or the one before that. I believe Lilbone Lad, Tendency, and Cassius came out of auction so far, and the other ones came out of last year. Or horses that we bought that could already tell. Yeah, here's what it's saying. Finished applications probably coming from that one does. The extra speed comes from Harlan Honey, John Gibbon. He's dominated the consistency there and potential. That's a full finish bar then. Again, John 16 is such a good stud, but I find it hard to get everything. If I'm having Tennessee in there with extra speed of 65, I got Jackie Keeley in. I gotta have Dallas back. So put that in. 7-year-old Stallion, you 75. Ability 85. Potential 10 battling. 25 confidence. 50. 5 extra. 20 to full, but 100 each. That puts them up at 570. Pretty high up, matching Mr. Pete and Jackie Keeley. Behind Tenancy, who's got 585. 595 is doesn't have that and only has 70 extra. Malton 75 extra speed and 15 extra potential. So Malton's the best breeder, despite not having the best score. As I say, I believe potential comes largely getting brought up. Sometimes in the middle, sometimes goes either way, but generally I find they have ranges. They have ranges. Some that's a bit of a... Let me know if you find the same thing or you believe something different. Hit me up, comment section down below, or on Twitter at Chris Orme. Just send me a message and what you think is happening. And yeah, I'd be happy to discuss that with you. I'd be happy to try and figure out, have I got things right? Have I got things wrong? I'm being wrong. Actually, rather no. Pure auction again. He does nothing. If Dubai Diamond is good with that kind of range, we can really bring our distance. Probably not going to be too much. 200 grand. Diamond. Oh, not abysmal. Okay, we can break this down. If we had potential, there's enough cruising burst. Extra speed kind of sucks. No finish. But finishing potential can come from the studs, so it's only really extra speed she might be missing. Yeah. Just nowhere good enough, but hey. That's everybody is in fall right now, which is cool. So Malton will come. Sorry, Malton. Symbiote will come back after breeding with Malton for season. Did say after the auction. So okay. Make it too obvious. I'm just gonna kind of go with the first thing that comes up for whatever reason. Renaming crashes the... Gotta love that. The King of Angels. Did I say the Angels Kings or did I say King of the thing? Okay. I mean, just in my head at any given moment. My brain. My brain. I find this interesting as well, actually. I only just realized that. Yeah, we got Complier Die, who's good. Complier Die. Like them. And these entitles are very from that. Not much money. That's a very good purchase. And we got Malton and Skip Carl again. That's auctions. 800,000 for what could be two very good horses. Those men might take some time. These in tight is okay. In your head, we actually bred last. So again, that's not bad, right? So let me rename these. And we'll, we'll figure out new names as we go down the lineage. think you know what songs, what bands, what kind of albums or musicians these things come from, you let. I don't think they're too terribly clever or crazy. All these are actually lines from songs. They're all songs I like. They're all not my regular kind of listening music, but like really songs that I do enjoy. So there is that much. Hey, gives me Aslan. A Del Mar debutante at California. Aslan is your favorite. Should be able to get 7. Should be able to get 7. For anything there for the 7s. Definitely there. Goss Vincent O'Brien National. That might be a tougher race than the one Dumney won, and I don't know if Common Folk really is the right. But we're gonna mark it in for as okay. Paddock looking well fit, favorite pretty much across the board. Let's see what we can do then. Let's see what we can do. So I draw. Out of the gates, okay. Not too shabby against the rail. We are going to hang to the back, let others go to the front. Fannie Mae, Lucy Glitters, and then back to Roxbone, Bint, Alakaba. Meadowmale, Wigmore, in his farewell, Mount Henry Lady at the rear. Fighting our way through as we come now up to the 1.5 furlong marker, and we're starting to power on down the home stretch. We're taking Broxbourne with us up into second, leaving them behind slightly. Mount Henry Lady coming from deep. That was supposed to be the big horse in this field. They've almost got 3 abreast there with Wigmore as well now. All fighting for second and third. Hand in the air. Good win. Solid. Nice victory. Aslander picks up a grade 1. I knew we could do it. I knew we could. It's not about knowing, it's about. So Symbiote didn't do well in grade 1. Dumney, Aslander, both fairly comfortably. Get their jobs done. Common Folk picks up the grade 2. Does have a grade 1 run. But yeah, we did what we needed to do in a fairly prestigious race. Like, run some decent races. Kentucky Breeders' Club there. Debutante, Dumney, Keenan Field, and the Bashford. Common Folk running the Stanford and the Juvenile. Did Symbiote run? Just the Nunthorpe didn't do well. So, yeah. Okay, definitely the worst 2-year-old. Yeah, we can't complain. We've got absolutely nothing to complain. 14th of October. So it's the 14th, 27th of October, and it's 24th of November. That's all that. Okay.